Welcome to Ridgecrest Talk. I'm Tonia Pyle with my guest from Disturbed Souls Motorcycle Club. This is Mike Kinkennon.
Kinkennon. Yes.
Accent on that second syllable, Kinkennon.
Kinkennon.
And Joel MontEton. MontEton. Okay. Accent on the second syllable there. Okay, with 3 syllables. So thank you so much for joining me today. Tell me a little bit about the name of your motorcycle group. I know you said you've been together for about 10 years. Mm-hmm. Both of you been in it that long?
No, I've been in about 3 years.
Oh, okay. All right. How long have you been riding a bike?
I started out young when I was riding, and took about a 20-year break, and just about 3 or 4 years ago I got back into riding again.
Because of an accident?
No, just finances, raising children and such.
Oh, okay.
So more things were more important at that time, and
than having fun.
And going out. And now the kids are a little older and things are a little more comfortable with life. I got back on a bike.
Very nice. Can have some fun.
A little bit.
The kids join you from time to time?
Yes. My son rides on my bike with me all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. You said it was a family-oriented group.
Yes,
How many members to Disturbed Souls?
Several.
Yeah.
Okay. Several.
Yeah.
Who came up with the name?
I did.
Why Disturbed Souls?
Because we're all a little mental, aren't we?
Oh.
A little disturbed.
About something or
About
other?
something in our lives.
We've all had something in our lives that have kind of messed with our minds. I bet you have.
Well, sure. But, okay. So, something disturbing, but if it's not a theme I typically would be a hallmark of my life, but I go for more peaceful type things. But I would have to say that if someone does have an issue, it does make you think that getting on your bike and going out there in the fresh air and riding would be a great way to clear your mind.
It is a good stress relief, and it is great.
We call it wind therapy.
Yes.
Wind therapy. Okay.
Get out
Very
on the road,
nice.
wind blowing in your face, and clear your thoughts.
Yeah. Very nice. So, all right. Then now, you two are both, you said you do some coaching. I really like that you wanted to stress that you were kind of a family-oriented group.
My son plays basketball and plays soccer, and last season I was able to help coach his basketball team for Kerr-McGee, and this year he's playing soccer. I'm not going to coach this year, but
Were you a basketball player?
I just putted around with basketball. My family has played basketball, throughout the years and for boroughs and such, and I just never got much into basketball.
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Ridgecrest here in
Oh,
town.
you are? Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm from Indiana, and basketball is the big sport in Indiana, and I think nationwide or nationally, it probably leans more toward football.
I would imagine
maybe
football
soccer
as
is
well.
growing a little bit more, but I think in Indiana it's definitely basketball.
It's basketball.
Yeah,
The Hoosiers, right?
the Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know who's you are, as they say. So, how about you, Joel?
What?
Well, what do you do
Go
outside of
all the
your?
way back? Oh, okay. I actually have Joel's Off the Edge. I have the knife shop on Ridgecrest Boulevard.
Oh, what's
And-
it called?
Joel's Off the Edge.
Joel's Off the Edge.
Yeah, I sell.
You like these edgy names? Okay, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
do. As a matter of fact, I used to do some mechanicking, and back then when I did that, it was motivation.
Now, okay, that's
I-
positive motivation.
I do play on words.
Yeah, you
I've
like to
always
play
done that.
on words.
I started riding probably when I was about 2 or 3 years old on mini bikes and 3-wheelers,
Okay.
go-karts that we put together, soap boxes, whatever. I've been riding pretty much since. I was actually riding a motorcycle before driving a car. So
I drove a tractor before driving a car.
I've driven my share of those too. Started
Really?
driving those when I was about 9.
Uh-huh.
But anyway,
So
The-
you
what
formed
co-
this, when did you form this club? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're the founder and president. And what was your purpose of the club?
well, the idea behind our club is there's a lot of clubs out there, but I wanted to give people a club that they could come to and still be able to participate with their families. So, you know, it's very important that we are a family-oriented club. We have potlucks every month, and the wives, the children, everybody's invited. And that way we all get together. Our extended family is part of our club family, and vice versa.
Okay, so that makes it nice. Well, you brought some materials there. What do you have there?
Well, this is basically a flyer for our second annual Fallen Riders ride coming up. And what the Fallen Riders do is they, families that have had somebody pass on or disabled now because of having an accident on a motorcycle, they step in and they've helped with paying bills, getting food and stuff like that for these people. And we had one of our brothers unfortunately pass away due to a motorcycle accident. And so we do it in his memory and in his honor, Mark Pipe Smoot. And our ride is going to be Saturday, March 19th. And it's going to start at our clubhouse at 4227 Kinkennon Road.
Okay.
And from there,
So we'll get into all the different places you're gonna ride and all of that. And how many people do you anticipate participating in that ride?
Honestly, I would like to see 150, 200 people ride.
So it's
last
kind of an
year-
open invite.
It is an
people
open
to
invite,
come.
and it's just not vehicle or motorcycles. It's open to vehicles. It's men or women. Kids can come out and ride in vehicles, or if their parents wish for them, ride on back of one of their own personal bikes. I mean, that's up to a parent. But it is open to the community and open to the public.
Okay, well, we're going to
However,
come back
let
and
me touch on that real quick while it's
We've got about 10 seconds.
okay. We do stop at bars, so
Okay. That's a
Parents
good
need to-
that's a
people-
good
parents need to
input
know
there.
that, yeah.
So we'll come back and talk a little bit more about your upcoming event right after this brief break. Thank you. Welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk with our Motorcycle Club Disturbed Souls, Joel MontEton,
MontEton.
and Mike Kinkennon.
Very good, Kinkennon.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
All right, so you were just starting to tell us about the event and where it was going to be taking place. First of all, where are they going to find your flyers that you have here?
We have them all over town in different
You do?
places. Lots of local businesses here in
Okay.
town. I've personally gave flyers to and put in their windows for them. So, you know, for instance, Joel's Off the Edge Knife Shop has one in his. Lots of Balsam Street has theirs. Tom down at what is it? Adam's Jewelry.
Oh, okay.
Ladies salons here in town, Madison Avenue. The movie theater has flyers. I've given them as
And the
well.
businesses are kind of participating because they've got some things they're providing as sort of
Donations.
donations. That's
Yeah.
nice.
For prize drawings.
Yes.
So they're behind you 100%.
Yes, I've had a very good response from the community over this. The business owners have been very, very giving and very excited to hear, you know, that we're doing this. And
So does it? You mentioned Mike, or I'm sorry, it was Smoot.
yes, Mark.
Mark Smoot, who is your fallen comrade, I guess, and so do you have this yearly for his family, or how does that work?
We do it in his name for the Fallen Riders Association.
Oh, okay.
It's a California Fallen Riders Memorial Fund.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is actually a national, but we provide to California because that's where we are. So.
Okay, very good. So I like the fact that you're organized to be having safety in the forefront of your mind, because there's a lot of grim statistics with motorcycles. So the fact that you're thinking in terms of safety, you said you're the tail gunner, and so that means you bring up the tail end, or tell me about how you're set up for safety.
The way it starts out is we have a ride captain that marks out the route, and he usually takes off with everybody behind him, and he'll be the one to show you which route to go, and the speed limits and so on and so forth. Most of the time people go after he goes. And then I'm the very last bike when we have our rides. And basically the reason I'm the last bike, if a vehicle winds up having, or a motorcycle winds up having to pull over because of a mechanical problem, or somebody just needs to adjust their helmet, I pull over with them and make sure that they're okay. And I wait with them until they're ready to go again. Or if it is a bike that is broke down, I wait for somebody to bring a trailer, and that person is not left alone and to fend on their own. That safety with more than one person out there, and it's helping each other out.
Very good. Yeah, it's very comforting knowing that someone's waiting for you there. I've been caught in a riptide in a river, and when I came up, finally the river spit me back out, and I was so glad someone had stayed and waited for me to make sure Tonia surfaces.
There you go.
So it's very
those
nice.
riptides and undertows are nothing to mess around with.
Yeah, rivers they can be rough, but so can traffic. And so do you have any rules that you ride by in terms of weaving in and out of traffic, or you just kind of let everybody ride as they do, or?
Well, we prefer that you try to obey all the laws.
What are the laws for motorcycles? Because they
lane splitting is what you're referring to.
Yes.
And that is perfectly legal in the state of California.
Okay.
And how you do that is you're sharing the lane, and even cars can do this. As long as you don't go over the dirt, the one car you're passing on the right, as long as he doesn't hit the dirt and you don't hit the double yellow line, you guys can share that lane and let that car pass you. Same as a motorcycle. We especially in traffic, it's damaging to our motorcycles to sit there at 5 miles an hour. Our bikes can actually overheat and blow up on us.
Right.
So we have to keep moving. So we will look for that opening and go ahead and move.
that's
the law states,
interesting
I
to
believe,
know.
10 miles an hour faster than the flow of traffic.
Yes.
So.
Okay, that's interesting to know, because I'm always like, why are they creeping up on me from behind? And
Because
so it makes me a little nervous, but it helps me to know there's a good reason for that.
A lot of car drivers do not know that that's legal. So, but it is in the state of California.
Okay, very good.
It's called lane splitting.
So tell me about your route, where you're going.
Well, like I said, we're going to start out at our clubhouse, which is 4227 West Kinkennon Road. And from there, we'll go up to our Brothers Memorial on Athol, which is just north of
Athol and 395.
Corner of Athol and 395, which is just north of Kinkennon. From there, we'll be going up to...
Will you have a little ceremony there?
Well,
stop and remember.
And kind of remember.
We do.
And we do.
Yeah. But not everybody has to.
Right.
Okay.
From there, we'll go up to Randsburg to the Joint Bar. That'll be one of our stops. From Randsburg, we'll be going out to Astro Burger at Kramer's Junction, commonly known as Four Corners.
Okay.
Then we'll be going west up to Cal City to the VFW post 9375, right there in California City. And then we'll be coming back north to Ridgecrest to Fury's Sports Bar. and that's where we will end our event and our evening there, and
We'll have music, prize drawings.
Possibly food.
We'll definitely have food.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Luke, the owner of Fury's, co-owner, I believe. I'm not sure. He has provided a catering for us.
Oh, that's nice.
And a band.
Wow.
So we will have music
Very
and
nice.
food and drawings, and everybody have a
you're-
good time.
You're hoping to have a good turnout. You're inviting people to join you for this ride, or?
Yes, we're inviting the public to come out and join us for this ride. It is open to motorcycles and vehicles. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman.
We've got about 20 seconds. How much does it cost for?
It's $20 per hand, with a
Okay.
maximum of 2 hands per person. You don't have to buy 2 hands, but you can. And so basically, if you have 2 riders on a motorcycle, you can buy up to 4 hands.
Okay. So we'll come back and talk about that a little bit more after this brief break. All right. Welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk with our motorcycle club members of Disturbed Souls, Joel MontEton and Mike Kinkennon. And so now you were going to tell me about some other events that you've done.
Yeah, we've done stuff for Wounded Warriors before. We work with the Veterans Advisory Council here in town to help out veterans as well. Every Christmas and Thanksgiving, we pick anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7 families that are less fortunate than all of us, that wouldn't be able to have a holiday due to financial reasons, stress. We've had people to where, for instance, another biker had went down, been having multiple surgeries, having a tough time. We've provided them with the food, all the fixings for Thanksgiving, to where all they have to do is make it. Christmas time, the same thing. And it's about helping families and giving back to the community.
Very nice effort. So these motorcycle clubs seem to sort of be picking up, or do you find that to be true? It seems like it's vogue to be part of a motorcycle club.
We see that a lot. A lot of different clubs out there, but there has been for a lot of years. It's just now it's came into more of the public eye.
The limelight. Yeah.
The limelight of things.
Well, more and more mainstream. Years ago, 20 years ago, it was sort of eye-popping to hear of a professional being part of a motorcycle group. You kind of thought it was more, I don't know. You still have that reminiscent Hell's Angels, or
Right. And
Sorry.
that's not
That's not your
anything-
group.
That's nothing anything like we are.
Even no matter what club out there you would refer to, there's going to be all walks of life, from
Yes.
business professionals
Right.
to
All walks of life.
unfortunately jobless. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. All walks of life you will find in every club.
Right. So that's good. It's representative of who our society.
And you pick a club out there, and I guarantee you they do community work. They
Yes.
give back.
Yes.
You name them, they will.
Yes.
They are involved in it. Yeah, I believe that's just something that, no matter what club you are, it's just something that feels right to do. And most clubs started out as a brotherhood from one form or another. Military members coming back from, the wars and whatnot would miss that camaraderie,
Right.
and that's how that came to be.
Right.
And that's what our club is too. It's a brotherhood.
Very nice. So, well, what haven't I asked you would like to share about your club? You've got a lot of things there that probably means something special to you. I've been on Route 66, traveled across the country a couple times on that route.
We've done Route 66. We ride 395 a lot. Highway 14.
395.
58.
Now that goes. That's not an interstate
That
like
goes all the
Route
way to Canada.
66. Oh, it is. Oh, it is an interstate highway.
Yes.
Okay, not a California.
Goes all the way to Canada.
Okay.
And then for veterans, I have the 3 soldiers. The veterans from Vietnam. My father is a Vietnam veteran, and I support him, disabled American vet. So I support a lot of stuff that he does as well.
Anything to support the
anything to
veterans
support
is
a vet.
important to us, all of us.
Very.
We have many veterans in our club.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
We've done clothing drives, food drives for the homeless, for the veterans, for the wounded warrior, everything you can imagine. We try to raise awareness for. And
What kind of trips, I mean, other than doing things for the community, do you decide one weekend, hey, let's go to Canada, let's go all the way to Canada or something?
We once in a while.
Some wild rides?
We'll send a text out and go, let's go do lunch in Tehachapi. Let's go, take a ride over to Pahrump for the weekend. I mean, it's, depending
riding
on what
is
people
very
can
important.
do. It's very important, and it's basically like our motto: shut up and ride. Get on your bike, let's go. Let's have a good time, and get out there, feel the wind in your face, and like we kind of touched on earlier, if you're in a bad mood,
clear your
head. And
right.
that's what we're about. We're about riding, family, and brotherhood. And not always exactly in that order, but the family and brotherhood are very, very important to us.
So it's something you can do as friends together and see the world out there. And
the average friendship in the club is about 20 years. That's average.
Very nice.
So yeah, we are definitely friends.
Beyond friends. That's why we get our brothers, because we would do anything for each other.
Well, you said if somebody breaks down, they can call you, and you will go there, and you'd rather them call you than AAA, or?
Oh yes, definitely. I mean, it saves them a buck, and 9 times out of 10, one of us might be knowledgeable enough to fix the bike right there and get you home instead of having to put it on a trailer.
There's been many times we've actually stopped and helped non-members. You don't have to be a member of the club to get our help.
That. That's nice. That's great. So once again, before we go, tell us about your upcoming event, how people can participate.
Well, again,
The
it's
date?
the date is going to be Saturday, March 19th, and it is going to start at 11 o'clock at our clubhouse on Inukern Road, 4227 West Inukern Road, and it is a $20 per hand donation buy-in. Donation is what it is. Maximum of 2 hands to be played per person. Again, that money goes to the Fallen Riders, California Fallen Riders Association Memorial Fund, and in honor of our brother Mark Pipe Smoot. And we'd love to have the community come out, and it's open to vehicles as well as motorcycles, and participate with us.
And for the ones under the age to get into a drinking facility, do you have places for them to go if they're riding in the cars on your route?
Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately,
that's why I
no.
wanted to point out that
That
we
it
are
really
going
needs
to
to-
bars. So.
Okay. Okay. So
Now the children can ride with their parents. Parents would have to go in and do the cards and whatnot, and then come back out. So it really
so they
is.
can go in.
It really is adult catered.
It's adult driven more than
Okay.
anything.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
me.
Thank you for having us.